Hey everybody, Master Fred here again. Yeah, back at work. Yeah, I just thought I'd get on here and maybe talk about the book I've been trying to get published for a while. I've actually completed it, and uh, now the only problem I'm having is trying to figure out where to go to get it, to attempt getting it published. It's a sci-fi book. It's based, it's pretty much based in the year 2080, and uh, quite a bit of it deals with on Earth, even though it's science fiction. Yeah, granted, there's some space, but a lot of it's on Earth, and I've used I've used actual events here on Earth that I can, that I can verify for part of the backstory, and then I even threw a little bit, little twists into it to make it really, really seem crazy. Well, maybe not crazy, but my main problem is trying to find a publisher. Living here in Alaska, everything's got to be sent out of state, pretty much including publishing books. But there's like 18 million deals on the internet for trying to get books published, and one of the deals is the what is it? Eh, Been told by some people to do self-publishing. Go through Amazon, do self-publishing, which that's all fine and dandy. I actually looked on Amazon, went to check it out, and truthfully, it seems more of a headache than it's worth. So, yeah, I'm sitting here going, I don't know anymore. Uh, so, yeah. Yeah, so I'm just kind of talking away right now, doing a little bit of work, trying to get ideas of where I should go to publish, who I should send my stuff to, how I should send it. Should I get it copyrighted first before I send it off to a possible publisher? I've heard different stories. I've heard, yes, get it copyrighted, and I heard, no, it doesn't really have to be copyrighted, because once it goes to the publisher will automatically copyright it for you. The only problem is, if they automatically copyright it for me, does it mean it's copyrighted for them, or is it copyrighted for me? See, those are the things I don't understand. So I just don't know. So yeah, I just trying to figure out different things. But yeah, it's kind of crazy sometimes when you actually kick back and look at it. I've been writing this book since '94. I actually completed it for the most part in 2016. For the most part, I completed the book. Then I ended up making probably one of the biggest mistakes that any author could possibly do. Yes, I did. I went back and went from the beginning and read all the way to the end. And I found stuff that needed changed. So I took a little bit here out, I put more in here, a little bit better backstory there, so on, so on, so on. And, I completed that. Let's see, it's December 21st right now. And I finished this up, let's see, when was the last time I looked at this? Pull it up here. November 22nd, 2017 is when I did my last modification on it. And I believe it's done. And, I also left the book wide open for a second book. I did that for two reasons. Done on purpose for two reasons. One, if I would have continued to write, I would have been looking at probably a 1,000-page book. And there's a lot of people out there don't like reading those long books like that. So I cut it, and the other scenario is I wanted to build, I wanted to write multiple books on the same scenario, and I've already started into writing my second book. And the second book starts right up, almost right at the point that the first book let off. But I've actually, I'm probably about two, 3 pages from completing the first chapter in the second book. But that's not what I'm really talking about here. I'm trying to figure out where to go to get these books published, or get my book published. Maybe you guys watching this can help me out, because I'm at a loss on where to go. I would love to see my book in print, or my manuscript, excuse me. It's a manuscript. It's not a book till it gets printed. Yeah, it's a manuscript. I'd like to see my manuscript in print turned into a book. I believe that's the proper way of wording it. And so that's what I want. That's what I want. And I also want to keep the where was I at? I want to keep the rights to this, keep the rights to my book, not just put it out for the company or whoever publishes the book to have all the rights to it. I don't want them to have all the rights. I want to have the rights, so if I get an idea of going ahead and making or having a movie made of my books, that would be sweet. Yes, it would. But it's one of those, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Amazing what you find at work. Crap. But I am pretty sure that I can do that. From some of the stuff I've read online, I should be able to retain the rights to my book. I mean, one of the book publishers I was reading online said that they hold the rights to your book for 3 years, and after the 3rd year, the rights to that book get returned to you. I also do not know, what the payout is, for doing the books. I don't know if I get paid royalties, a little bit, as each book sells, or its publisher kind of goes, here's a long chunk, there you go, the book's ours. And whatnot. But as I said before, self-publishing has driven me nuts trying to figure that one out. So, all right. I'm starting to ramble, just repeating myself. So, this Alaska Fred. Hopefully, I'll have my book published here soon. But please, somebody, whoever watches this, I really, really, really need some ideas. So, if you can give me a comments, give me ideas to where I can go from here, that'd be great. So, all right, everybody. Y'all have a good day, and I will talk to you another time. All right. Bye, everybody.